احكي يا الراوي احكي حكاية ماذا بيك تكون رواية واحكي لي على ناس زمان.
In Algeria, it's basically a thing that you hear almost everywhere, like people want to leave. And obviously somehow that kind of idea gets stuck in your head, like with time. Started in Algeria actually, but just very briefly. I had like a little phase of like, let me pick up the guitar. Like my brother had brought a guitar home from his friend, and I was very curious. I was like, oh, like, you know, a guitar, because no one in the family is a musician or friends around me that were musicians. Like I didn't really know. But so the moment there was an instrument, and then his friend that played was there and started playing, I was like, wow, this is it's amazing. Like I want to be able to do that as well. When I came to Portugal, I think the thing that made me really want to dig in more into different styles, even go back to Algerian music, which is something I was kind of putting aside and ignoring. Yeah, I saw Portuguese people playing fado music, for example, like music that belonged to Portugal, and they would play it everywhere, you know. And to me, that was something new. Like it was, yeah, from listening to people playing pop music from the US or the UK to going back to something that is like really from the country we're in was a big, like a sort of wake-up call, if you want to call it that way. And yeah, not only Portuguese music, there was music from Cape Verde, like Morna is a style that I somehow resonate a lot with it. It borrows a little bit from Algerian music, even fado actually. I feel like there was a lot of similarities. So yeah, I feel like Portugal is very rich in music, like in many things, but music is, yeah, I think it breathes music in a way, like Portugal. And yeah, I think that helped me to want to go back to my roots and kind of make peace with Algeria in a way as well. Like it's funny how that happened actually. Yeah, so I'm trying a little bit to learn some Portuguese music as well. Now I'm listening, I'm taking it in, you know, like, and then hopefully whenever I get better enough to be able to play more Portuguese music, I'd love that. And I'm thinking as well to incorporate like Portuguese music with Algerian music to make a little fusion, or I think it would sound nice, like especially with the Portuguese guitar. I think it has a very familiar sound that would blend in well with Algerian music. I think as long as the place feels right in a way, and I feel like Portugal feels right, you know, but I feel like I have to go through other stages to be able to finally say, okay, now I'm gonna take it more easy and settle in one specific place.
O Puxar pela Língua 2 vem na sequência do Puxar pela Língua 1, mas queremos dar aqui outro enfoque, que é a voz do migrante, capacitá-lo, empoderá-lo de contar a sua própria história, contar a sua própria trajetória. Portanto, o grupo é bastante heterogéneo, vêm todos de países diferentes, de partes do mundo diferente, mas todos no fundo com o mesmo sentimento de em busca de algo melhor, ou em busca de uma requalificação, ou como todos os migrantes, estamos sempre à procura de algo mais ou algo maior.
The situation in Nigeria has actually been deteriorating. Things are not the way they are supposed to be in a normal economy back there in Nigeria. I had to assess things. I had to look at what kind of future I'd want for myself, for my wife, for my children. And I felt, let's be honest, Nigeria is not giving me what I want right now. By the grace of God, I'm a pastor, I'm a missionary, so naturally I got employment with my church, so I head a branch of the church here. I naturally would want to get a property here in Lisbon, possibly somewhere quiet, somewhere cozy, settle down with my wife and family, and be able to do some traveling on my own with just my wife, because thankfully right now my boys are grown up. The first boy is already pretty mature. He's a young man now. He's a chartered accountant already. He's somewhere in the United Kingdom. And the second boy is already tidying up his master's degree here in one of the universities in Lisbon. So in the future, it's just me and my wife now. You see, when a man is compelled to leave his homeland, it's not an easy decision to take. And so one of the things that you want to see that you are able to get is the legalization, as it were, an official endorsement of your presence in the territory where you've migrated to. And it's been challenging for Nigerians and a number of non-Portuguese speakers or native speakers who have come over to Portugal to get their residence card. I don't think the term migrant is derogatory. It's not. I'm a migrant. I've left my roots. I've left the shores of my country. I've left where I have friends, family, relatives, everyone that would say, oh, I know him, I know his beginnings and all of that. Even the color of my skin tells you I'm, in a totally new environment. The foundation is a place where I would recommend to anybody who's just coming into this country. If you can get in touch with the foundation, you come around, do your A1, A2. The teacher was particularly creative, maybe because she also was a migrant, even though she was from Europe, but she was from, I think, Spain. She came around and she taught us with her own style, our own special, peculiar way. She did a good job. She got us interested in the language. She piqued our interest, and she scaled it. Although it got to a point I was like, wow, this thing is way above my head. But today, eu estou muito feliz.
در خاک سرم آن همه آرزو دل دیوانه چه بگویم با من ای دل چه ها کردی. I started learning music and art since I was 6 years old, and I looked to the music mostly as an art. As an artist, I have a lot of things in my mind to make or to show and talk about them. Music is a powerful thing or instrument to motivate people to think, for example, about the nature, about the life, about the kindness, about a lot of good things. Music can help people to care each other. Sometimes I worked months for producing an album, and after that rejected totally. It's for years ago, and at this time I think it's worse and more difficult. Sometimes all of the album rejected by the agency that it must be approved before the publishing. It's better to move to another place that I can continue my work or living in easier situation. I'm really attracted to welcoming culture of Portuguese people, and of course I had a background knowledge about the Portuguese culture because for years I watched the RTP channel in Iran using the satellite, and I always listen to Fado music, and I know about something about the culture of Portuguese. I always see that I'm working in my studio to produce music for a film, and the second one is I'm seeing that movie in the cinema. It's my favorite. Always I see both of picture in my mind. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
But I don't know. It's fortunate. Unfortunately, it's not in here. I feel maybe it's in Portugal.
O storytelling é também uma ferramenta de empoderamento pessoal e em que a pessoa também aprende a fazer quase uma meta-interpretação da sua própria vida e também se olha de outra forma, vê-se de outra forma e lá está, a forma como nós nos vemos influencia a forma como os outros também nos veem. A partilha de fotografias, não só das várias fases da vida da pessoa, como também as fotografias que foi tirando para este projeto, tenham sido ou não sido usadas na altura do friso e tudo o que viemos a fazer, essas fotografias, obviamente com a devida autorização das pessoas e com o seu consentimento, vão também ser usadas numa exposição final que vamos fazer, que vai celebrar o fim do projeto, onde também vai ser apresentada esta curta, ou seja, vai ser um evento ou uma exposição colaborativa, feita por todos.
Mi vida, a pesar de todo, fue muy bonita, con altos, bajos, pero es muy bonita. Eu nasci em Cidade de Cartagena, Colômbia. Más adelante me casé y fui con mi pareja al país de Venezuela, donde edifiqué mi hogar. Tuve 4 hijos y dediqué a trabajar con mi propio infantario. Era una época muy bonita. Venezuela es mi país también y debo mucho a Venezuela. Muy triste haber salido por cuestiones gubernamentales. Toda mi familia, todos mis hijos viven separados, pero siempre unidos. Luego, una de mis hijas es casada con portugués venezolano. Decidí, pues, tener morada definitiva en esta bella y hermosa ciudad de Lisboa. Muy feliz de estar aquí, gusta. Y luego sentí el deseo de aprender un poco más la lengua portuguesa y encontré la Fundação Cidade de Lisboa, donde podía aprender un poco la lengua portuguesa. Tomé decisión de pertenecer a esta institución, aunque el tiempo es corto, pero siempre hay esperanzas, ánimos de seguir adelante y poder estar hasta que Dios quiera neste bello país.
A componente 1 do projeto Puxar pela Língua II consiste no ensino da língua, portanto, através de cursos de português, cursos de iniciação A1 e A2 e grupos de conversação. E a componente 2 consiste na mediação para a integração em Portugal, para a integração socioprofissional em Portugal. A componente 1 e 2, com as várias atividades, ajudaram-nos a formular melhor aquilo que queríamos para a componente 3 do projeto, que é a arte e a cultura, portanto a integração através da arte e da cultura, nomeadamente para toda a situação do storytelling. Começámos a ver que as pessoas com quem trabalhamos têm de facto percursos riquíssimos, isso não foi surpreendente, não é? Já à partida saberíamos que da nossa experiência que iria ser assim, têm percursos riquíssimos, muito parecidos com os percursos de qualquer um de nós, pessoas que se reinventam, que têm momentos menos bons, que tomam decisões. Às vezes as decisões revelam-se frutíferas, outras vezes não. Porque é mesmo assim, a vida não se ensaia, a vida vive-se. Nunca se sabe bem o dia da manhã. Portanto, pessoas que foram tendo vários episódios na sua vida, tal como todos nós, até que chegam aqui a Portugal e estão num curso de português ou estão numa sessão de storytelling e estão dispostas e motivadas a contar a sua história.
Espera aí. Catarina? Go, Catarina!
Thanks God I knew which song he's going to perform, because it would be like a disaster. And it was a lot of people, it was really nice. And actually after that I thought that I want to try something in Lisbon, I don't know, again, randomly. And after some time when I moved, he invited me to perform in Altice Arena together, and it was really cool. And now I wrote a song, which will be in my album. And now I will try to call him, and I really hope that he will say yes, because this song, it's basically it's about this path, and I really want his voice to be there. So yeah, it's not that I really wanted to quit my country, but I needed to escape because it's really dangerous to be there now. I like to stay here because I felt like I'm accepted and I can continue my path, and since I'm young I can try new stuff, so that's it. My future, as I see it, it's I'm successful in my career, I'm having my family probably here. I don't know if I will stay in Portugal, how it will, how it will be, because we don't know how it's going to happen, but yeah, I want to have my family, to be in peace, to know that my country is in peace, that my family there is feeling great. It's my dream, beautiful picture of my future. It's something that is going from my soul, so it's important, and I just want people, I want my music to be heard, and that's only thing, so I hope that nothing will hold me back and I will just move forward to my dream. I wanted to learn Portuguese, and now I don't have like much opportunities to have to go to private teacher and to have always classes and everything, but I really wanted to learn, and before I had courses really not nice ones, and I was trying to learn by myself. I was reading to improve my pronunciation, because it's important, because I want to write music in this language. I find Portuguese really a beautiful language. And then I just found out about this Fundação, and I went to study A1, A2 level, and it was super, super cool, because finally I was forced to speak. And which is of course difficult, because you always have these barriers. And the story started there, and then I tried to come to this workshop about storytelling, and it was interesting. I was not expecting that everything will be so nice here, but yeah, Fundação helped me, I can say a lot, because now I'm able to speak better. Of course, I'm not the best. My Portuguese is not the best, but it's possible.
Porque um dos pilares da Fundação é a inclusão. Portanto, nós tentamos sempre, ao máximo, acolhê-los a todos. Muitas das vezes, por exemplo, os nossos cursos têm vagas limitadas, mas nós tentamos sempre abrir grupos de conversação onde eles podem aprender, podem comunicar e podem fazer partilhas interculturais, que para nós é mesmo muito importante. Eles sentirem que não estão sozinhos nessa trajetória. Todos nós temos uma trajetória, todos temos que ser empáticos com a trajetória do outro. Não sabemos o que ele está a passar.
That picture is like I really like that pictures, amazing, because I really like to make a picture like a new place. Whenever see the new place or something very beautiful, I take up pictures to shooting to like with filter, because I don't have a professional camera, so that's why I was taking with my phones. I really like it, the pictures to take. Yeah, I want to go to other country, but I really like that country. Yeah, I really like it because in this culture is very good. There is people is very good. In case like there is have lot of loyal peoples here and lot of beautiful place in Portugal. You can I know like in America they are very biggest country, but in this country is very beautiful. Like Lisbon is very beautiful places. I am doing my study in Fundação because I just need a help a little bit, because without supporting I cannot do everything, because renew card, go to speak Portuguese in new place, because that's why it's very difficult for me, and that's why I have a government support, and that's why, because I don't have related in here, that's why I need a support. If you travel, like you will see a new place, you will see new people, you will see best view on your whenever you like be past you cannot see. When you travel you will see like beautiful place. Like you also see like if you go to train, you can see like have a good sky, have a good agriculture. This thing is very beautiful when you will travel, and it's very nice view. You can see very nice people. You can see. I really like to travel.
Escrever, muito a escrever. Se vou esquecer, muito a esquecer. Até dia que vou voltar. Se vou escrever, muito a escrever. Se vou esquecer, muito a esquecer. Até dia que vou voltar. Saudade, saudade. Saudades minha terra sem clão. Saudade, saudade, saudades minha terra sem clão. Saudades minha terra sem clão. Saudade, saudade, saudade.